Can I ask a question, Macho Man?
No more questions.
I'm sorry about that.
I've been having a lot of issues with my recording setup, so whenever I try to record something, my frame rates on my computer drop to absolutely nothing, which kind of sucks because I have a kick-ass computer. So it's been really frustrating me, and I actually have been working on this like every other day, because not every day I feel like doing that because I have a full-time job and I work my ass off. Just to clarify some things, I was just away. I had to go to Madison, Indiana for I guess you would say a business trip. I had to go get certified pretty much for putting in hydraulic lifts. The plane ride is what I want to talk about, because I love plane rides. I love planes. Planes are cool. I love being up in the sky like that. I'll include some pictures or something. Flying there, not too bad, except for the fact that they put us into a plane that was like the tiniest little tin can thing. And when you're in a plane that small, you feel every little bump. The video that I have recorded of flying, like I recorded me taking off and me landing and whatnot and flying through the air. It was only an hour-long flight, but it was pretty bumpy. And the video that I took recording it was very steady because I used I'm going to stick it in here, my Galaxy S7 Edge. And it used its stabilization, and you couldn't really see very much jumpy around. So I'll add in the effect a little bit so you can see how jumpy it was. Maybe a little exaggerated, but... Flying there wasn't that bad. I enjoyed it. It was no issues other than a little bit of bumpiness, but that doesn't bother me because I'm used to flying. I've worked on my pilot's license a little bit, flying in a little tiny Aerobat that was basically taped together. If you look at the dashboard, like the foam behind the dash was falling out. The gauge, there was holes where the gauges should be. And I flew back, and we got to Philadelphia, and we sat on the tarmac behind another plane forever. It was really only 20 minutes, but still, that's annoying. After a flight, an hour-long flight, I know that there's worse, but after an hour-long flight, I'm tired, it's late at night, I've had a long day, I want to get home. So we're just sitting there, and there's this freaking Southwest airplane just sitting right in front of us. And it was waiting to go into its, I don't know what you would call it, I guess its dock, where it would park its little area, and the arm would come out and it would connect to the side door where people could then exit the plane. No, it was just sitting there. What makes it even worse is they keep the lights off when it's nighttime. Across from me, in the opposite side of the plane, is a man with his cell phone with the brightness all the way up, blinding me. He's sitting there with his arms crossed, and it's for effect though. He was sitting there like this. And the light's just flashing me in the face. Now, it wasn't the camera light. It wasn't his camera light. It was just the front of the phone. But in a dark room, like if you're in the middle of the night and you wake up in the middle of the night because you hear your phone buzz, you'll pick up your phone, you turn it on, you forget to turn your brightness down. Flashbang. Right in your eyes. Yeah, I sat there for 20 minutes with this guy moving that around. I almost had a seizure. I'm not epileptic at all. But if I was, I would have been doing the jig on that airplane. The Southwest plane, gets out of our freaking way. We move right into our spot. It's perfect. Nice, smooth docking. We didn't hit any bumpers. I know it's a plane. So here I am. I'm getting out. I go to stand up out of my seat. Luckily, I had no one next to me. But of course, I stand up because I was so excited and so exhilarated. I'm saying this all wrong. I'm so excited to get up, and boom, I stand up, slam my head against the overhead compartments, which hurt, but I wanted to be out of that plane so bad. Like, I hit, and I heard, like, a gasp behind me. The lady behind me was like, oh my goodness. I didn't have anything in the overhead compartment because it was such a small airplane that my carry-on had to be placed under the plane because the overhead wouldn't accommodate roller bags. Got off the plane, walked down the steps. I have to do this all over again for TwitchCon, which I'm excited to go to TwitchCon, but don't get me wrong, it's annoying getting onto an airplane and having to go places, and I know it was only an hour flight, but I'm in New Jersey and I'm going to San Diego, California. I know that there's going to be another video coming of me complaining about that trip. I just want to say I'm sorry that I'm not making many videos. I'm sorry that things have been really busy in my schedule because I work a full-time job 5 days a week. I got my weekends off. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it wasn't anything too spectacular, but it was just a little update just to let you guys know that I will be making more content. It's not necessarily going to be video games, but it will be me talking sometimes, me sometimes playing games, and sometimes guest starring Steve, because Steve likes making videos with me too.